Hi Taurus, welcome to welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Taurus, this is your love reading starting today on the 27th of April. And I've asked for your story for the very near future, what's going on, but I haven't set an end date to it because if you're listening to this 1 month or 6 months or a year later than when I posted it, it could still be a reading. I started to incorporate the number's frequency, like the vibration of the number, into the reading, like a basis for the reading, because I just love numbers. And every number carries a unique frequency. And today's number is 27. So number 2 is all about relationships, communication, and conversation. And then we have number 7, which is all about something hasn't really ended, but something is about to begin because of the nature of 7 is like the Sunday, like we rest on Sunday. On 6 days we built the world, and then on the 7th day he rested. That type of vibe. So there's something you built towards. We built something, we're prepared for something, and on the 7th day we're just now eating the fruit of whatever that is. So it's an awesome basis for your reading. So let's see specifically what's going on for you, Taurus, for the very near future. Okay, then. I think I'm done. Oh, goodness. I mean, so something really is shifting right now. Like something really wants to come in right now because they didn't even have time to shuffle through all the deck once. So we start with number 21. I love that. It says on the bottom, a very happy ending. Coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. That was basically exactly what I said about the number 7. I do apologize. The program in the computer reverses the images, and I'm keeping it in for now for several reasons. It says the world, number 21. It's Michael. Just focus on the image, not too much on the stuffs around it. I'll tell you. It's like you're stepping into a new world. There's a new frequency here. I feel like a brand new vibe. There's because of the world that is, I mean, Michael is very blue. Michael is carrying this blue frequency, but it's like, I lately picked up this blue frequency myself a lot, like not just through Michael, but for this new earth that is being created as we speak due to so many things that are happening on the planet right now. And I just feel like the grid or whatever you call it, like the field around the world is like carries a blue frequency. If that is true or not, I have no idea. It just has been portrayed that way, and I feel like that is all authentically true blue. With the number 21s, we have an emphasis on number 2 because we have 27. Today's date is number 27, so there's a 2-2. There's a 2-2 that you might see those sequences. You might see 22, 22, 2-2, things like that. But other than that, no, I have to say number 1 as well. It's all about new beginnings. It's number 21. So it's like a lucky number. Lucky number 21. Lucky in love, lucky in game, lucky in whatever that is. But this is your love stories. There's a lucky number here for you. We have the world, which talks about starting something new, having the world at your feet, like you're just waiting to explore the world. And you put it in whatever situation you're in, whether you're single or in a separated situation or whether you're in a committed relationship. And a very happy ending. I just feel like with this movement forward and with this new beginning feeling here, there's the reason why it's a happy ending. And I don't see that as we're getting a divorce and we're so excited about it, but rather some could be, but rather this is a feeling of you're so happy something is coming to a close. This is more like, I would say, this pandemic that has been going on, and depending on when you listen to this reading, the virus pandemic has been going on, and this is sort of like almost feeling that is over, and we're now seeing things slowly start to pick up pace again or speed again, and it's like you're moving forward, and so you're happy. There's a happy ending here. you're happy that that thing was over so that we now can get on with it. Coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. I am really drawn to those words. So there's something about completing something within yourself, completing something within old relationships, completing something within the now relationship. Something is being done, did with. We're moving on to something brand new and you like it. Then we are number 14, solutions. And it says on the bottom, success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. Let's see if I'm drawn to that. I'm not particularly into those words, but let's see. So it's yet very blue, even though it's not Michael anymore. It's like you're carrying this blue, authentic cape. The way you're dressed speaks about the blue frequency again. So there's something about speaking your truth and being really honest in these relationships that you're in or just about to enter into. There's something about the pure authenticity of it, the pure honesty of it, and that you would have it no other way. And let's do 14 first. 14 is all about new beginnings with the number 1, and number 4 is the heart matter. So it's beautiful that it's for the heart with this love reading. But 14 lately, and I know this is not the unique frequency of this number, like every number carries the unique frequency, and you sort of can't shake that. Just like saying it's somewhat gravity. You don't somewhat walk on this earth, you walk on this earth. There's no debate about it. But for me, like I've started to see unicorns, I have not. But when the unicorn image or peacocks show up for me, that's like my sign for soulmates. And that has just become that way over the years. And so this number 14 has sort of become this as well. So number 14 for me is all about grace and beauty and nurturing and kindness and calm. It's such if a number can be beautiful, I think that number 14 is the most beautiful of them all, because it just speaks to me. It's so beautiful. So there's something here that is so beautiful, guys. Whether you're single, separated, or committed, there's something that's really, really beautiful. Combined with the number 21, the lucky number. And I forgot to say, 2 + 1 = 3. So that is all about joy and passion and creativity. And then we have 1 + 4 = 5. So that's change. That's change in your life path. That means that you're on the right track. You're right where you want to be. And it says solutions. And I am drawn to that. So there's something is being presented to you right now that is more than welcome. In terms of your love story, it's being presented to you and it's so welcome. It's like you're waiting to hear from somebody, or you're waiting for a text or a call or an email, or you're waiting to hear back from somebody. And it's like maybe you've just been waiting for the right timing to meet somebody, or waiting for the right timing to connect in with, if you're in a separated situation. I can't really pick up the fact that it's, so I'm not even going to go there if I can't pick it up. Sometimes it's easier to explain what I mean by saying the opposite, because it becomes very clear than what I mean. But let's just stick to what I feel here, because I think that's enough. So there is for the separated Taurus, so if you're separated, I feel like there is a void, there is some sort of empty feeling, or like, are they ever going to come back? Are they ever going to step back into my reality? And yes, they are. But they're coming in a way, because I feel like this is almost outerworldly. It's almost like Jesus walking on water here. And so I feel like they're going to come in a way you did not expect. And that can be both for single and separated. Especially if you're separated, you might think that, if you were going to get back together with a certain someone, it's like you thought it was going to be in this way. And if you're single, it's like you thought you were going to meet them in this way, but it turns out it's going to be in a different way than you think. So there's going to be like a little surprise element for the both of you. If you're in a committed relationship, I just feel like you're happy that something is being solved. I'm happy that it's being solved. This is somewhat similar to the Aries reading, I just have to say, for the committed. Somewhat the same for the committed. Yeah. And truly working on yourself and truly bring out your authentic self, because all of the blue there. And then we have number 13. So again, new beginnings. Like we have 3 number 1s on the table now. So strong new beginnings. And number 3 again, with passion, creativity, fun. It says peace. So there's a, I wouldn't say pause or because this peace, it just brings, it brings clarity and it brings stability to your life, to your personal life, Taurus. Like you're more stable than ever. On the bottom it says release the past. There is more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. And there is something to say about that. Like we've ended something. There's a completion. It's a very happy ending is what it says. Coming full circle. We've done this now. It's time to wrap it up. And if you're single, it's like it's time to wrap it up. The past or the energy that you sort of stayed in that didn't allow for you to move forward into where I feel like you're now moving forward into. That is just to release completely that past. Just completely let it go. Because you're stepping into peace. It's like really satisfying. It's a really satisfying place. And there's something around you. What is that? There's like a... Do you feel like you have a lot around you? It's almost like I can't... it's almost like I can't reach you. It's almost like it's a bit tough to get in there. Just gonna do that. Can I get some clarification around this card, please? Clarification. That card. I want the clarification around the thingy there. Really? Clarifications with 5 cards. Oh, it's telling me Aries. Okay, so it's the same. It's so funny how they use this. Wow. Thank you. I'm not going to show you all of those. They won't make any sense to you. They make sense to me because I used some of those 4 or 5 out of those cards, and the fifth one is just an enhancement of what I understand what that means, but that is more for me to explain for you what this means rather than, hey, we wanted to see those 5 cards type of thing. Maybe don't do that. Maybe that's just me. So I feel like there's this, you've been having trouble, just like Aries, you've been having trouble to open the gate before, like open those, there's been a protection around you. And even though I feel like this is you, this is probably the most, like the highest magician out there. Do you see the energy of field around you, like the aura around you? And even though it's like light, white light, bright light, and it's gorgeous energy, and it's very positive and very like good, it's still somewhat a, I didn't say that, barrier. Do you say barrier as we do in Swedish? Barriär? Like it's still some sort of guardedness. Some sort of guardedness that is going on here. And it's like you're, because you feel this inner peace, because you're finding yourself way more, finding this, you're finding there's happy endings, we're coming full circle with things, there's solutions on the way, you feel peace. There's sort of something it's being put into its place, it's being organized in a way that you really like, you want to see it in this way. That will open up. So this would before looked like, oh my god, like Taurus is too strong, they're coming off as too guarded, and so I can't really reach in there. Now it's like we're translating this light and becoming really vulnerable or really open. And that's the only way to go, really. And with the 3 purple cards on the table, it's strong spiritual growth right now, like strong spiritual growth. And I don't know who it isn't for, because I feel like this is what's coming out over and over again, and that's when it's really in alignment with myself, but also that's when it's really in alignment with what the collective is up to. And so I feel like there's like a really strong emphasis on the growth of the collective now, and you're feeling into that, and you feel the same thing. And then we have 4 of Gabriel, absolutely stunning. So 4, again, we have a 4. No, that's actually the third 4, because we have 4 in the solutions, and then we have peace that adds up to number 4. And then we have 4 of Gabriel. 4 is all about the heart, heart matter, heart energy center. And also laying a foundation. We're building a new foundation. You're laying a new foundation. You're starting something brand new. You're starting over something. This is sort of asking you not to. There's something about not settle for less. Like you've upgraded yourself. Like you're on a lucky streak right now. You're stepping into this new gorgeous energy. You know who you are. You really have worked on yourself. You continue to work on yourself with this blue. Feeling the authentic version of you. And again, the purple card with the spiritual growth and feeling really at ease, at peace. Really understanding your talents, I was going to say. But I mean abilities. Understand your abilities. So with all of that, it's like, okay, so now let's put that in a clump sum, or like feel, you don't say clump sum, you say lump sum, do you, in English? Klumpsumma, I say in Swedish. Maybe that was like a direct translation there. I don't really know. You put it together so that you get this masterpiece of yourself. And so then it's like, so don't settle for less now. Like don't jump on to the first ever relationship that you see, or don't be so quick to go back to an old relationship, or however that's playing out in your life. Maybe if you're in a committed relationship, to not play it so safe anymore, but to, what was it that I heard? Don't settle for less. Don't settle for less. Like you have the right to get everything you want out of a love story. Whether you're single, separated, or committed, you have the right to get it all. And this is just so gorgeous. It's all about this little chapel, whatever you call this, little flower stand. You don't say that. But this beautiful place where you really are together with your loved one. Coming together with your loved one. There you go. You're carrying yellow, which speaks about the solar plexus and your self-confidence and your self-worth. And then underneath it is blossoms through. There's a green, which is all about the heart, all about the whole love, the whole type of love. So it is really a gorgeous energy and really a gorgeous card with all those flowers there as well, like purple flowers. showing that, you know, it's led by spirit. It's a higher, it's divinely orchestrated. It was what I'm reaching for. And then on the bottom it says, time for celebration, abundant rewards for hard work, release yourself from burdensome situations. And so it just says that, you know, it's time to celebrate now. It's time to reap the rewards. It's time to just really feel this next step of your love story. Like I said, it doesn't really matter where you come from, what situation you're in. It's time for the next step. And I think you feel that. Okay, what else for Taurus? So that was it for right now. 7 on Gabriel. So there's another Gabriel card. The Gabriel card is speaking about, or Gabriel is speaking about the inner child, or like the healing of the inner child, backing up other children, feeling nurtured, like with your, you don't say child's play, but you feel your child is, the creative needs are met, is what it feels like when Gabriel is around, or you're about to step into those more creative sides of yourself. 7 again, I have 7 in today's date, and so 7 is of significance here. You may see 777, 77, 77, 77, just like that over and over, and that is just, your angels are with you. That is just showing that you're very much in alignment and you're very much supported. I love this card because it's like, it's a Pegasus feeling. It truly is a Pegasus feeling, and there's the Phoenix Rising little thingy, but there's 3 of them. So Taurus, I don't really know where you come from, like whatever your past has been, but it's been heavy for sure. Showing up with 3 Phoenix Rising. It's Phoenix Rising time, and I know it's been tough for sure. But then the only people on Earth when it's thunder and lightning is getting the light show from the rainbow. You see that? So there's like the rainbow colors are coming through, and it speaks about how every energy layer is in alignment. So you really are in such a good balanced situation for you to move forward, for you to claim whatever is yours and not to settle for less. What else for Aries? Sorry, Taurus. What else for Taurus? Maybe there is a strong Aries connection here, since I said that wrong, and I just felt Aries before, and then we had the Aries sort of line up there to clarify some card. So there might be an Aries connection. Yep, because this came out in the extended for Ariel. So 5 of Ariel, but we might, yes. For Aries, oh my God. This came out for Aries. 5 of Ariel came out for Aries, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the exact same thing. So let's see here. On the bottom it says, you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. What I'm drawn to here is to say that you're not, like, you don't have to go through this alone. Like, you might be feeling at some point or another, because it feels like such strong, because there's so strong focus on the Phoenix Rising here. It just means that you've gone through some stuff. And who hasn't, really? Who hasn't? But you want to show 3 Phoenix Risings. 1, 2, 3. So you've been through some stuff. But the weight is on the journey, because I see all the purple here, and how you're sort of solo in every, even though you're in a committed relationship, it feels very solo, and how you really have managed to raise above just really come out of an old stale energy, and this is you coming out of that old stale energy that is like winter and really frozen and really stagnant, and you're moving forward now, stepping into something brand new. And there's something to it that if you feel like it's been taken forever, I feel like some of you guys even have come to the place, I don't know if it's a too happy decision, but some of you guys could literally be like, I don't care, I can be single for the rest of my life, or I don't care if this separated situation, separated person never comes back. I just want to get on with my life. I just want to be happy, and I can get a dog. Like, there's a feeling of, oh, screw it. It doesn't really, I have something in my eye, sorry. There's something to it that you really could go this alone, that you really could do this alone. But I feel like instead of feeling that you could give up, or that you don't really are looking for somebody, that is really the best place to be in, to find somebody. And I feel like they're coming. It's not like they're not coming. It's showing you how much there's to celebrate, and that they're stepping into your life. So they're coming. But the way that I feel into this is almost like, it doesn't feel bitter. It doesn't feel like, well, then I'll just go about it my way, and I don't have to, like, I'm not gonna be with anybody else. That's not what I feel. But I feel that you're honestly, and like, you're sincere about being able to walk this path alone and still like feel happy. You don't need a partner to feel happy. And it's like you're just almost or just explore those thoughts, or just have thought them over some time, that, you know, let's see, I might just be single. But here is like, you don't have to walk through this alone. You there's really somebody waiting for you. So what is the next card out for Taurus for this reading? Taurus, love. No? It's almost like I'm not used to shuffle and it not coming out, because it has just fallen out like that. What else for Taurus? Here we go. So it's another 4. So we have a 1, 2, 3. We have 3 number 4s on the table. So 4, 4, 4. That's a strong energy for your heart, right? So we have this rainbow feeling here again. We have this rainbow electricity coming through. It's like this gorgeous relationship that is on in the wings. Literally, with Pegasus there, like it's on its way into you, and you might even have felt them, or dreamt about them, or felt the essence of them, and it's just telling that those lonely days are over. And like I said, you don't feel lonely, but those alone days are over. And I feel like you've started to see synchronicities. You might even have started to see rainbows, literal rainbows, maybe outside, like in their all their glory, or images, or however they're showing up for you. Because here comes like another vibe of the rainbow feeling, but it's more divided into the different chakra system. So I just feel like this is you, where you're at your most balanced place within you. That's when you become attractive to this person. So if you're single and you're connecting in with yourself, and you really find that inner balance, reconnect into that inner being, and and you're in alignment with those energies, that's when you bring in this person. If you're separated, that's when they come back, or you decide to go back to them. If you're in a committed relationship, that's when really the relationship is becoming alive. Okay? And we have a blue border. So the blue is speaking about a lot of authenticity here, a lot of truth, purity, like really clean energy. And then we have King of Raphael. And I think this is the first card that is showing them that they are actually coming out here. The rest is about you. And of course, Taurus, it is your reading. And I'm going to go into the extended and see what else we can find out about them. But they're already showing up here as a King of Raphael. So King of Raphael is all about healing. It's like the highest, it's not an ace, but it's like the highest possible energy for a person, King. And Raphael is all about healing, mending the heart, but being in a good place, because this is a green border, so it's already talking about the wholeness of you, but rather of them. I feel like this is them. And then there are dolphins in the back there playing, and those dolphins just cannot be around unless you hold a very high frequency. So your person is definitely really, really light. So it makes sense that you need to find that spot within yourself. You need to find that pure, satisfactory, calm, stable, balanced place within yourself, and then you become you attract this person because they're so in alignment with you. And on the bottom it says, yes, it's safe to trust, the ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. That's exactly, like, just tend to your own, do your thing, and don't care too much about when or where this person is going to show up. And just know that they're so, if somebody's in their right element, your person is, because there's such a peaceful energy over this card. So in alignment with the ocean and with themselves. So I'm going to continue to pull cards in the extended. So if you feel like you resonated with this story, then you probably will resonate with the extended as well. If not, then thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back in a week, guys, for your for your general reading. Take care. Bye, Taurus.